What's up? My name is Brendan, and today I want to talk you through a tricking cartwheel. Now guys, the way I support myself while making these videos is through a website called Patreon. It's crowdfunding. I find it's really good for me, and it's a great way to help the community too. So if you guys can check that out, that'd be awesome. But this is a basics tutorial, so let's get right into it. Now normally learning cartwheel, no one gets hurt unless they can't support their weight on their hands. So what I want you guys to do is make sure your arms are conditioned enough. Make sure your triceps and shoulders specifically are strong enough to where you can hold yourself upside down. Now you don't need to be able to do 5,000 handstand push-ups, but just the strength to be able to hold yourself there is super important. So do some wall walks, do some handstands. Just make sure you're ready and warm to put your weight on your arms. This isn't a gymnastics style cartwheel. This is going to be a tricker cartwheel. In gymnastics, you start with your body facing one way and you end with your body facing the other way. In the tricker style of cartwheel, you kind of start in neutral and you kind of end in neutral, but it's not exactly neutral. I'll go more into that later, but I want you guys to draw a distinction between the gymnastics cartwheel and the tricker cartwheel. The three stances I want you guys to know are neutral, where you're kind of just facing your target nice and square on, as well as backside, where the back of your body is facing the way you twist. I twist to my left, so backside for me is right here. My back is facing the left. Or front side, where the front of my body is facing the left, or the way that I twist. Knowing neutral, backside, and front side builds great awareness, and it's also kind of easier for me to teach you if you kind of know that base knowledge. The start of the tricker cartwheel is going to happen somewhere between neutral and backside stance. I like to stand about 45 degrees from whatever my target is, which is usually in front of me. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip my chest in my upper half while my right leg kicks up super hard. I'm going to be using a set of muscles called my abductors, which separate my legs. I'm going to be using those muscles because I'm going to be kicking my right leg up, dipping my chest down, both at the same time, to get into the middle handstand position, which is just a handstand with your legs straddled. That's the middle of the tricker cartwheel, and that is when flexibility and conditioning is going to matter a little bit, guys. So make sure you're comfortable on your hands, like I said in the beginning. But the important thing is to get that kick and to kick hard and to dip fast. You want to attack the ground and move very quickly through this motion. And that's where you're going to get your power for higher level skills like cartwheel double full, cartwheel Arabian, your cartwheel going fast. And using that dip and that push with your leg is going to be super important. Now that we're halfway through the cartwheel, now we're going to push. We're going to throw the ground away. We're going to push off our arms, specifically through the triceps and shoulders. You have about 6 inches of mobility in your shoulders. I want you guys to use all of it and to just push the ground away from you as hard as you can. You can have your arms bent a little bit when you do that handstand, but make sure you push off the ground when you do this. And while pushing off the ground, what I want you to do is I want you to bring your legs together in kind of a slight front side stance. How in the beginning we started at kind of a 45-degree backside stance, somewhere between neutral and backside. We're going to end somewhere between neutral and front side. Now where people find the power for cart double full and skills like that, where they get that flip, is through their obliques and through that final push and pull with their adductors. Pushing off the ground super hard and getting into that standing position faster will be so much better and so much more powerful than if you got into it really slowly. Now that's all I have for cartwheels. Remember guys, the way I support myself while doing these videos is through crowdfunding with the Patreon. Sign up for that if you want. If you guys are looking for a tricking coach to help guide your way, look no further. Just check out the Patreon. Message me. Leave me a comment down below. I try to respond to them. It might take me a little bit of time, but I try and respond to them. Anyway guys, thank you so much for paying attention. Thank you to all the patrons who help support this channel. And thank you again to everyone else. Have a lovely day.